Hi everybody, I'm Courtney and I'll be the driver of this session.
Hi, my name is Ulrich and I'll be the navigator.
Alright, so this is Chapter 2, BMI Calculator of HTMX Crash Course. So yesterday I did explain what all of these attributes are. Let me just find one. The whole HX trigger kind of stuff. So here, the HX, I explained all that yesterday. So yeah, let's get into it. The server is up and running. So with this BMI calculator, what it's basically doing is that it's going to fetch the text of the your height, calculating meters, and then your weight in kilograms. And basically, once you hit the button for wrong chapter, once you hit the calculate BMI, it will return it back as your result. So it will give your result back. It will bring it back in HTML format. So here's the JavaScript. This is basically, other than your HTML, which is very important, this is also very important. So here it's getting a post request to calculate the process of the BMI calculator. And then what it's doing is it's extracting the weight and the height from the request, and it's going to convert it into numbers, right? So I don't really know BMI too well, so maybe your BMI is 22. I don't know, that's basically what they mean. Um, and then here we're just calculating the BMI using the formula. So it's weight, I think it's weight, yeah, okay. Here's the formula. I'm going to assume that's times in. Again, I don't know BMI, so I'm going to assume it's multiplication. And then basically it's going to send the calculated BMI back as an HTML response. So let me go and open it up. Let's go to new tab. Now we have to type it in to get it. So here is our BMI calculator. So your height in meters and then your weight in kilograms calculates height of 1.67 meters and weight of 60 kilograms gives you BMI of 21.51. Obviously you can go search BMI up online, see like what's underweight, average, overweight and obese. I think that's how it goes. So yeah, that was chapter 2 basically. Now let me kill this. Let's go. Anything else I need to explain? No. Okay, so that was chapter 2. Now chapter 3. It's chapter 3, chapter 2. So chapter 3 is a Bitcoin price tracker. So again, I'm just going to kill the terminal, open up a new one. Oops. So here you can see we're going to run our server. Here. Okay. So for this one, we had to include a API. Increase the, we could like either decrease or increase. For better performance and accuracy, we went with 10 seconds. And what was the other things we had to add? Obviously stylet, I know. So basically it's quite literally very accurate to like the actual Bitcoin, and I will show you that. So obviously here's your HTML. Let's go to our server. So obviously again, this is a route to fetch the Bitcoin price. Like I said, this is how it's incredibly accurate. And then it's fetching the Bitcoin price from CoinGecko API. So this is API we added. And then it's going to extract the Bitcoin price in USD. And then it's going to send the price as an HTML snippet with our successful styling. Yeah. So then it's going to send an error message if fetching fails. So basically it's going to have this little icon here and it's going to say retrying. And obviously here's our server. So let me go and fetch our server. I'm going to enter that and I'm just going to do that. So here is our Bitcoin price tracker. as you can see, the CSS theme was obviously the normal Bitcoin color. Background's just like a dark theme. So now it's just loading. So there it is. I think it's Bitcoin price USD. Here we go. So 87,089. Close enough. If we had a refresh, it'd probably be something along those lines. But it tries to be very accurate. Obviously, it refreshes every 10 seconds, but you can also do it manually. So yeah, I'm just gonna. Okay, almost accurate enough. But that was that one. Again, very easy. Um, and then in chapter 4, let me just close these and kill this. We've got our index and our server. So now our index HTML, this is, so basically this is just fetching a bunch of users' information. This isn't chapter 3, chapter 4. Just close that. Okay, we want this, we want this. So this is searching users' information. As you can see here, so basically what this is trying to do is that it's trying to fetch it. So you can search for users, and then maybe it's a keyword, like specifically their email, even their name if you wanted to. But if you search by a specific keyword, the users with that keyword will show. So let's go check out our JavaScript server. Obviously, again, it's handling the post request for each user. Here at the search, it's going to get search term and convert to lowercase because all the user's data is in lowercase, the email. Here it's going to return an empty row if no search term is provided. Here it's going to fetch our user data from the external API. So it's a JSON placeholder at tippycode.com. I will show you this link. I do have it open already if I haven't closed it. So then it's going to await a response. It's going to go fetch the response, and then the response is obviously going to be from the JSON placeholder. And then it's going to filter users based on a search term. So like the email. So say for instance it ends in .org or biz or .ca or something, you know. So then it's going to go there. And then it's going to convert the search results into an HTML table of row, like a row. So table with rows. Sorry, the English is running out. And then it's going to send an HTML response back to the front end. So what we'll see on our side is the search results that it has found. Okay, let me open this up and then I can show you. So here we're going to run our server. And then it's going to, so we just have to go type that in again. Localhost 3000. So obviously this is very plain without the CSS. So I added in CSS because I wanted it to look nice, right? So in the HTML we've obviously got a demo. So first name, last name. So let me go biz. Here you can see it searches. So here are 3 names with emails that have biz at the end of them. And then we have org. That's org. Enter search. We have one user feedback, Patricia Lebsack, and here it ends in org, and then we can go CA, enter. We have one user in that has a keyword for CA. So over here is the JSON placeholder for Tippy code. Here's our users. So they've got a bunch of different IDs, their names, their emails are included. So it's user information basically, and we can search like using a keyword. So if we go back here, we can go TV and click enter. We've got one user back. Can we search with names? Yes, we can. So there's one. So yeah, that's basically chapter 4. That's how that works. So yeah, that is chapters 2 to 4 in a conclusion. Thank you for watching.